Hello students, let us see one more problem on second unit, that is sinusoidal steady state analysis. Find the value of capacitance, find the value of this capacitance when the power factor of the circuit is 0.8 lagging. When the power factor of the circuit is 0.8 lagging. So to solve this problem, so let us take a reference circuit. So let us take a reference circuit. One voltage, here one resistor, inductor, and here one more resistor and one capacitor. So this is your V of t, and this is your R, R1, and this is your L, and this is your R2, and this is your C. What is the difference between your circuit 1 and circuit 2? Everything is same, only the second branch is having only the capacitor, but in the reference figure we have resistor. So let us solve this circuit, given circuit, by using this reference circuit. So here the branches are connected in parallel. So here we have to consider the admittance concept. The admittance offered by this one is Y1. The admittance offered by this second branch is Y2. Then total admittance is equal to Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2. But what is Y1? Y1 is equal to 1 by Z1 and Y2 is equal to 1 by Z2. But what is Z1? Z1 is nothing but impedance of this branch. That is R1 plus J into XL, and Z2 is equal to R2 into R2 minus J into XC. So these are the basics. Let us substitute over here. Y1 is equal to 1 by R plus J into XL. Just rationalize, by doing the rationalization, here you will get R minus J into XL by R minus J into XL. From this you can write Y1 is equal to R1, that is, consider R1 minus J into XL by A plus B, A minus B, A square minus B square, but here you will get plus because J square is plus. So here you will get XL square. So from this you can write Y1 is equal to R1 by R1 square plus XL square minus J into XL by R1 square plus XL square. So this can be written as Y1 is equal to G1 minus J into BL, where G1 is equal to R1 by R1 square plus XL square, and BL is equal to XL by R1 square plus XL square. Let us keep this aside. Let us go with the Y2. Y2 is equal to 1 by Z2. That is, what is Z2? R2 minus J into XA. Let us do the rationalization. R2 plus JXC by R2 plus JXC. Then Y2 is equal to R2 plus JXC by A minus B, A plus B, R2 square plus XC square. So from this we can write y2 is equal to r2 by r2 square plus xc square plus j into xc by r2 square plus xc square. So this can be written as y2 is equal to g2 plus j into bc, where g2 is equal to, so y2 is equal to g2 plus j into bc, where g2 is equal to r2 by r2 square plus xc square, and bc is equal to xc by r2 square plus xc square. Let us keep. So equation number 1, equation number 2. So G1 is equal to R1 by R1 square plus XL square. Then Y becomes, Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2. So Y is equal to, so total admittance is equal to, Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2. So from the circuit, let us find G1. So because Y1 is equal to, what is the Y1? Y1 is equal to G1 minus JBL, and Y2 is equal to G2 plus JBC. So this can be written as G1 plus G2, G1 plus G2 minus JBL plus JBC. So this is a generalized equation. So from the circuit, what is a Y? To find Y1, so Y1 is equal to, just observe the circuit. From the circuit, R is equal to, they have given R is equal to 1 ohm. They have given R equal to 1 ohm. They have given R is equal to 1 ohm and L equal to 1 Henry they have given. We have to find the C value. So from R equal to 1 ohm and L equal to R1 equal to 1 ohm and L equal to 1 Henry. So from this, Y1 is equal to 1 by G1. Y1 is equal to 1 by G1, 1 by, where G1 is equal to 1 by R1 plus J into XL. What is the R1? R1 they have given, from the circuit they have given R1 is equal to 1 ohm and XL is equal to, that is omega into L. What is the value of omega? So they have given sin t. V of t is equal to, they have given V of t equal to sin t. V of t equal to sin t. If V of t equal to sin t, if V of t is equal to sin t, if V of t is equal to sin t, if you compare with V of t is equal to Vm into sin omega t plus phi, then from this, what is a Vm? Vm is equal to 1, omega equal to 1. So here the omega is 1 and L is, already they have given 1 Henry. So XL is equal to 1 ohm. Let us substitute here. By substituting here, Y1 is equal to Y1 is equal to 1 by 1 plus j into 1. 1 by 1 plus j1. So y1 is equal to 1 by z1, which is equal to 1 by r1. What is r1? 1 plus j into what is xl? 1. So here we got y1 is equal to 1 by 1 plus j. Just do the rationalization. So 1 minus j by 1 minus j. By doing the rationalization, here we get 1 minus j by a plus b into a minus b. A square, that is 1 square is 1, minus minus, minus into minus minus, but j square is minus 1, so here you will get plus 1. So which is equal, here you got 1 by 2 minus j into 1 by 2. This is for your y1. Similarly, go for y2. So y2 is equal to 1 by z2. 1 by z2 is equal to, in the circuit we have, if you have observed, y2 is equal to, so in the given circuit, y2 is equal to, which is having only C only, whose value we have to find. So V is equal, that is of 1 by z2 is equal to 1 by 0 minus j into xc, 0 minus j into xc, where xc is equal to 1 by omega c. Here you can write 1 by minus j by omega c, where omega is 1. So this can be written as c by minus j. If you multiply and divide with j, j into j square is minus 1, minus into minus plus. Here we will get y2 is equal to j into c. So from this we can write y is equal to y1 plus y2. y1 we got 1 by 2 minus j 1 by 2. y2 is plus j into c. Just compare this with y. y is equal to, from the circuit we got G1 plus G2. From the reference circuit, G1 plus G2 minus j into BL plus j into BC. j into BL minus j into BC. So this can be written as y is equal G1 plus G2 can be written as G minus j into BL minus BC. Can I write BL minus BC? Yes. Minus JBL plus JBC. So this can be written as 1 by 2. If I take minus j common, here we will get 1 by 2 minus C. 1 by 2 minus C. Or you can compare here also. What is a here 1 by 2, that indicates your G value. 1 by 2 is nothing but your G1 plus G2. G1 plus G2 is equal to 1 by 2. In a place of BL, what we have? BL is equal to 1 by 2. For BC we have C. So by using this we can write, if BC is equal to C, what is BC? Susceptance offered by the capacitor, that is equal to omega into C. Susceptance is equal to 1 by reactance, 1 by of Xc. But what is Xc? 1 by omega C. This can be written as omega into C. This omega into C is nothing but your omega value is 1. Omega value is 1. So what you can write here? Here BC is equal to omega into C. So which is equal to BC equal to C. BC equal to C. So from this we can write BC is nothing but your C. Because omega equal to 1. If omega equal to 1, what becomes, what do you mean by BC? BC equal to C. So BC equal to C. Now how to find the BC value? How to find the C value? So from, in the question they have given that the power factor cos phi is equal to 0.8. Cos phi is equal to 0.8. But power factor is equal to, for parallel circuit, power factor is equal to conductance by admittance. Conductance by admittance. But what is the conductance value? So from this analysis, what is the conductance value? G1 plus G2, that is equal to G1 plus G2 is equal to G. So what is the value of conductance? That is 1 by 2. So conductance, that is 1 by 2 by, what is the equation of y we got? 1 by 2 minus j into 1 by 2 plus c. If you consider the magnitude of this one, what happens? Under root of mod y is equal to, mod y, if I consider 1 by 2 whole square plus c minus 1 by 2 whole square. C minus 1 by 2 whole square is equal to 0.8. So if you solve this one, that is 1 by 2 by under root of 1 by 2 whole square plus c minus 1 by 2 whole square, which is equal to 0.8. By solving this, you will get C equal to, by solving this, you will get C equal to, two values you will get, C equal to 7.8 and 1.8. So why we have considered BC and BL? What is the need to consider BC and BL? Why we have considered this? What is the need to find this BC and BL? Now here it comes. So which value we have to consider, whether 7 by 8 or 1 by 8. So while discussing your admittance concept, if you have considered for impedance we have taken like this, impedance triangle. If it is for series RLC circuit, if it is for case of series RLC circuit, so this is your Z, and this is your, where XL is greater than XC. If XL is greater than XC, this is the condition, this is the case. Here it is theta, and this is your theta, and this is your Z, and this one is your resistance. So this is a case for where XC is greater than XL. If you observe here, this is your impedance triangle. In the impedance triangle, impedance, that is your power factor. This power factor is leading power factor you will get if XL is equal to, if XL is greater than XC, you will get leading power factor, because the curve is moving in this direction. If the curve moves in this direction, that is of impedance vector is moving in this direction, that is ahead with respect, this is your baseline. So leading, if XL is equal to XC, so this is the impedance triangle. If XC is greater than XL, so the below one is below triangle is a impedance triangle. So in this impedance triangle, this is the impedance vector. This impedance vector is lagging with respect to this one. So it lags. When, if you consider a series RLC circuit, you have to consider two cases. XL is greater than XC, XC is greater than XL. If XL is greater than XC, leading power factor, XC is greater than XL, lagging power factor. But here our case is for admittance triangle. If you consider an admittance triangle, so this is the admittance triangle. So this is the admittance triangle. Here this is your theta and this is your theta. In the admittance, the reference is your G, that is your conductance. The reference is G and this is your Y and this is your Y. And this upper triangle you will get this upper triangle when BC is greater than BL. When BC is greater than BL. This lower triangle you will get BL is greater than BC. What do you mean by this one? In the lower triangle, so this is your BL and this is your admittance. This admittance vector is leading with respect to conductance. So in this case where BC is greater than BL, you will get a leading power factor, and when it is BL is greater than BC, you will get lagging power factor. So for admittance, if BC is, we have seen in admittance concept, when BC is greater than BL, leading power factor. When BL is greater than BC, lagging power factor. You will get lagging power factor when BL is greater than BC. So what is the power factor they have given in the question? We have to decide whose value we have to consider. Here we got C equal to 7 by 8 and 1 by 8. Which value we have to consider for C? For that one we have to take the help of this one. So in the question they have given 0.8 lagging power factor. 0.8 lagging power factor. It means that when you will get lagging power factor, if BL is greater than BC. If BL is greater than BC, then only you will get lagging power factor. Actually, what is the BC? BC is nothing but your susceptance offered by your capacitor. That susceptance is equal to C only. The susceptance is equal to C only. So, what is the value of BL we got? BL is equal to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2, you have to select the BC value in such a way that the BL should be greater than BC. So which value I have to consider? If I consider C equal to 7 by 8, if I consider C equal to 7 by 8, whether 1 by 2 is greater than 7 by 8? No. So this is not a value we have to consider. So which value we have to consider? 1 by 8. So what is the value of BC we have to consider? BC is equal to 1 by 8. Which is nothing but BC is nothing but your C. So what is the C? C is equal to 1 by 8 farads. So for getting this one, we have considered a reference circuit and we got a relation between your BC and your C. So BC, what is the value of BC? That is 1 by 8 farads. Thank you.